name is Shweta Singh and I'm going to take your class 9th chemistry here, and we will deal with the first chapter. Okay, I hope you have completed this chapter in the school. Is it? Have you completed this in your school?
Yes, ma'am.
No. Okay, fine. Just give me a sec. Okay, so anyway, we'll be starting from the starting itself, from the introduction part. So today in this session, we will take 2 points: what is matter, and then physical nature of matter. These two subtopics we are going to cover in this particular session. But before we start, you should know what is mass and what is volume. So don't worry, we will first discuss about mass and volume, and then we will define what is matter. Fine. Coming to the weightage of this top particular subtopic, from matter and physical nature of matter, you get 1 to 2 marks question. Okay, 1 to 2 marks question. And overall, this particular chapter, matter in our surrounding, actually carries what? Carries 4 marks, not more than 4 marks. Okay. So I just want to see the chat here, if it is running or not. Yeah. Okay. So coming back to the topics, as I said, we will cover what is matter, and then after that, physical nature of matter. Okay. So tell me one thing here. This is one picture of your classroom. I hope you are on leave now. Summer vacation has started. So from this, you maybe remembering your class. Now tell me one thing: what do you observe in this class? Do all these things have mass? Yes or no? Do all these things have mass?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, these all things have mass. Coming to next, do they occupy space?
Yes, ma'am.
Do they occupy space? Exactly, they all occupy space. So apart from these things, there are other things also in your class which are invisible to you. We will discuss about them also, right? So whatever we see, we call them matter, right? Whatever we see around us, we call all of these things, whatever you observed and said, yes, they have mass, they have volume, so we call them matter. How do we define it? We will come to that. But believe me, the fruits, the sand, the living things, everything, even the cloud, flower, everything, they all are the examples of matter. They all are the examples of matter. But what is matter? We say anything which occupies a space and has mass. 2 points: that should have mass and that should occupy space. Now in this activity, what are we going to prove? That air has mass. Okay, in this activity we will prove that air has mass. So what has we taken? We have taken a football which is deflated. Okay, and its mass is 1 kg. It weighs 1 kg. Fine. Now we will fill air into it and it will get inflated, right? It will get inflated, and after that, when I measure its mass, it comes out to be 1.5 kg, right? So this ball itself was weighing 1 kg, and now it is 1.5 kg. So what about that 0.5 kg mass? What about that 0.5 kg mass, guys? So that mass, right, that mass is due to the mass of air, because the air was the only thing which you filled in that ball. So it means air has mass. Doesn't matter that it is invisible to us, right? It is invisible to us, the air, we cannot see it, but it has mass, right? And it occupies a space also. That's why the ball got inflated, right? The air was occupying space when you were filling into this ball, and that's why the ball got inflated. It means it is occupying space also. So now I can say that air is a matter. right? So how did I prove this? By using a deflated football in which I filled the air and it got inflated. Fine. So now the mass has increased, even the volume has increased inside the ball. So it shows that air has mass as well as it occupies space. It means it has volume also. And that's why we say that air is a matter. Okay? Fine. So what is mass? Now, what do you say? What is mass? If I ask you what is mass, how will you
Ma'am,
define it?
anything that have mass and occupy space.
How will you define it? I'm waiting for the answer.
The weight of the object is known as mass.
Yes, I'm waiting for the answer. Mhm. The number of Okay, so Kevin, it is not only atom which makes your matter, right? The particles are not only atoms, the particles can be molecules, the particles can be ions also, right? But you are somehow close to the answer. Anyone else who wants to add something into it? Okay, so I just want to see how much matter is present in my substance, and that is the mass, right? That is the mass. So that is nothing but it is a physical quantity, right? The matter, the mass is a physical quantity which expresses what? The amount of matter in a body. How much matter is present in a body, that is shown by mass, that we actually measure in terms of mass. So do remember, if you don't know the exact definition, please note down. I'm giving you some time, right? Because you should know, at least when we say that the matter has mass and it occupies a space, then you should be clear about the definition of mass. Okay, so it is a physical quantity which expresses the amount of matter in a body. Okay, so I'll move to the next slide where I'm going to talk about the volume. Now, define volume. Define volume. I can't hear you, so you have to write on the chat box. Yes, Samriddhi, I can see you are writing the answer, I believe. Yes, tell me, what is volume? What do you understand by volume? Lakshay, you can also write. Just keywords, just keywords. The capacity of storing something. Okay, Samriddhi. Now I have a point over here. You are saying that the capacity of storing something. Suppose I have a 1 liter bottle in which the oil is only 0.5 liter present in it, right? So you are telling me that the your bottle has the volume of 1 liter, right? Your bottle has got volume 1 liter. That is the capacity of your bottle to store something. But what about the volume of oil? How am I going to understand volume of oil by this definition? I can well understand the definition of volume when I think about the bottle, right? But I am not able to comprehend it with the oil actually. Are you getting my point? Amount of space, something opposite. Exactly, Shubhranshu, right? Very good. That's the correct answer. That's the correct answer. So basically, the volume is nothing but the space inside the container that is occupied by matter. The space occupied by matter is called volume. So if I say this is the cylinder, this is the LPG cylinder, and my LPG gas is occupying all the space inside the cylinder. So I'm going to say, okay, the volume of the cylinder is also the volume of my gas, right? Because that much volume was occupied by gas. But here, when I see a bottle, the volume of oil is only this much, right? The volume of the oil is only this much. Understood? Right? And yes, if you ask me the volume of bottle, I will take the whole of the volume inside, present inside the bottle. Am I clear? What is volume? The space occupied by matter. That is volume. Clear? If it is clear, show me thumbs up and we'll move ahead. Great, great. Okay, I understood that you people understood this. Okay, so now coming to those things which are not matter. Okay, we will see few things which are not matter. So these are like heat. That is not matter. Why? Because it doesn't have mass, it doesn't occupy space, right? When I talk about light, that too, and sound, so these are nothing but different forms of energy, isn't it? These are nothing but different forms of energy, and the energy doesn't occupy space and it doesn't have any mass. So I'm going to say energy, different forms of energy, they don't come under the matter. Okay, exactly, Lakshay, exactly. So do remember, whenever you have to think about something which is not matter, think different forms of, think about different forms of energy as well as the emotions, right? And our whatever we smell, that is also not matter. Okay, now moving ahead. Now let's define matter. So I said matter is something which occupies a space and has mass. Fine, we already defined it. What did we say? That matter occupies space and has mass. The first thing we completed, what is matter. Now coming to the second subtopic, physical nature of matter. Now we will discuss physical nature of matter. So matter is something which is made up of tiny particles, tiny particles. So I am going to say that matter is particulate in nature. Okay, what am I going to say? That matter is particulate in nature. Now I will give you two terms here. Two terms. One is continuous and second is particulate. Do you know the difference between them? Do you know the difference between them when I say continuous word and particulate word? Continuous and particulate. Can you differentiate between them? Let me write here continuous and particulate. Waves, right? Waves, they are continuous. Whether it is light wave, water wave, they are continuous, right? And something which is discrete, actually different, which is actually made up of small particles, which is not continuous, which is discontinuous, we call them particulate. So matter is not continuous in nature, but matter is particulate in nature, means it is made up of tiny particles. Am I clear? Am I clear? So if you get any questions related to continuous nature, particulate nature, you should not get confused in it. So do remember, matter is not continuous in nature. Your energy, different forms of energy, they are continuous in nature, because whatever comes in the form of wave, that is continuous. But matter is something which is made up of small particles. So we will say they are particulate in nature. Matter is something particulate in nature. So now, coming to the answer of this question, physical nature of matter. Okay, well, we understood what is physical nature of matter, but how do we write in exam? What are the key points for the exam? The first thing you need to write, that matter is particulate in nature. And second point you need to write, they are made up of tiny particles. So both the words should be mentioned. First you have to write that that is particulate in nature. And what about particles? They are very small, right? Very tiny particles that make up your matter. Am I clear? Am I clear? What are two
Yes, ma'am.
keywords you have to mention in your answer whenever the question comes related to the physical nature of matter?
Yes, ma'am.
Please note down. If you haven't, please note down. First, the matter is particulate in nature, and second, it is made up of tiny particles. Okay. Now let's see one activity, because in ninth class, be prepared, you are going to get a lot of questions based on activities. Fine. So we will see an activity here related to the, that is from NCRT itself, which will show that matter is made up of tiny particles. Can you tell me any one activity? This is something given in NCRT. So this much you must have done in school. So just give me keyword. Give me keyword. Which activity am I talking about? Anyone? You can tell me any, material required for it. So I'll get to know. Okay, fine. You know about the activity. Okay. Laksh is going to answer me. I'm waiting for the answer. I'm asking about one activity which is mentioned in NCRT to show that matter is made up of tiny particles. Okay, so shall I give you the keyword here? Okay, fine. But Shubhranshu, I mentioned one point there. It should be from NCRT. The activities which is mentioned in NCRT. Okay, so do you remember potassium permanganate? Do you remember potassium permanganate? Yes, exactly, Hannah. Exactly. The right answer here is the potassium permanganate. We will come to that activity, but before that, let's solve this question. Which of the following is considered matter? Heat, sound, air, or light?
Yeah.
Very easy.
Ma'am, A, heat. A, heat.
I
Ma'am,
can't
heat.
hear you. As I said, I can't hear you. So you have to write in the chat box only. And very good. Samagna and
Yes.
Hannah. Correct answer. I know everybody knows this answer. 100% right answer. That is air. Because heat, sound, light, they are different forms of energy only. So air is something which is matter here. Coming to the next question. During a debate, one student claimed gases are not matter as they are invisible. How would you describe the nature of matter to counter this view? Matter must be visible. Matter includes only solids and liquids. Invisible things are not matter. Gases are matter because they have mass and occupy space. Okay, please write down the question number. This is the second question, so I'll get to know. Okay, fine. You are answering this question. Yes, Samriddhi, Hannah, Himanshu, Shubhranshu. Very good, very good. All of you are giving me the right answer here. Very good. And right answer here is option D. Gases are matter because they have mass and occupy space. Now to see, I have given this question in the form of objective, but it could be a question, subjective question of 1 mark, right? So this is what you need to write. Okay, so coming to the physical nature of matter, but before I start the physical nature of matter, I would like to know how many of you are from Gateway School, Chennai? Raise your hand. No, I won't be able to find like this. You have to raise your hand so that I get to know how many of you are from Gateway School. 3 hands raised. Okay, 4. Fine. And from Nainital? From Nainital? Okay, Lakshya is there from Nainital. Got it. Any other school I'm missing? So you can write in the chat box. Any other school? Siliguri? Guwahati, if I'm missing, you can write down in the chat box. This is just to show you, you have a lot of friends from all across the India. Oh, great. Himanshu is from Ekaina, Indore. So you people have many friends from all across the India, and you people are all are studying here. You'll get to know how much has been covered, in which school, and all will be on the same page here. Oh, Samriddhi is also from Ekaina, Indore. Great. Good to see you all here. Fine. So coming back to the physical nature of matter. Physical nature of matter, as I said, it is particulate in nature and it is made up of tiny particles. And here is the activity which I was trying to discuss here. Okay. So we'll take a beaker. We'll take a beaker in which 100 ml of water is present. Fine. Okay. Now, I'm going to add few crystals of potassium permanganate into it. I'll show you once again this part. Just give me a second. Wait. So just see once again. I took a beaker in which 100 ml water was present and I added few crystals of potassium permanganate. My first question to you, what is chemical formula of potassium permanganate? Write down in the chat box. What is chemical formula of potassium permanganate? Come on, we'll see activity later, but first small things which come across. Potassium permanganate, and don't try to cheat, okay? Don't try to cheat. If you know, then only answer. Otherwise, I'm going to tell anyhow. KMNO, KMNO4, okay, fine. Samagna, I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. KMNO4 is fine, but only problem, you know what, Samagna? The K should be capital, M should be capital, and O should be capital, except N, right? So because that is very important when you write a chemical formula. So the chemical formula of potassium permanganate is KMNO4. Okay, KMNO4. First thing. Second thing, write down all the elements present in KMNO4. Write down the name of all the elements present in KMNO4. Come on, fast. Even the initials will work. 2-3 letters will also work if you want to, answer fast. All the elements present in KMNO4. Okay. Keep answering. I'm still looking for the right answer. Okay, so yes, exactly. Lakshya, you gave the right answer, but I hope you didn't cheat here. Okay, so potassium permanganate has got potassium. K stands for potassium. Mn stands for manganese, not magnesium. Magnesium is, what is magnesium? Symbol of magnesium. Come on, write down fast. What is the oh, yes, Samriddhi, it is Mg. It is Mg. Very good, Lakshya. That should be the spirit. Okay, so potassium, K is potassium, Mn is manganese, O is oxygen. So don't forget, Mn is not magnesium, but it's manganese. Okay, so we used one more word here, that is crystals. What do I mean by crystal? When I say crystals, what do I mean by it? Yes, guys. Small pieces. Okay. Anyone else who would like to answer? What is crystal? Clumps. Okay. Kevin, don't put question mark. It's like you are asking me. I'm the one who's asking. You should answer only. Small clear stones. Okay. So now let me tell you what is crystal. See, these are small words. We think that we know all of these. Let's move ahead to the activity, but we are actually not clear with these words. So crystals are nothing but the solid substances, solid substances in which the particles are arranged, right? Particles like atoms, ions, or molecules, the particles are arranged in a regular pattern, not randomly in a disordered way, but in a regular ordered manner. So when I say potassium permanganate, no, the particles are arranged in a regular pattern. Fine, like this. They are not randomly present. So when I say crystals, it means they are the solid particles of KMnO4 only, where many of the potassium permanganate particles are arranged in a regular pattern. Understood? So we have the crystals of salt also, we have the crystals of sugar also, but we don't have the crystals of glass. Glass is not a crystal. Okay, glass, it doesn't exist in the form of crystal. Okay, so do remember, even metals, they also have the crystals. Understood? So we take few crystals of potassium permanganate and we dissolve into it. What happens next, that we will see in the next lecture, because as you know, because of some issue we got late in the class, but there is another class after some time. So we will see this activity in the next session. I hope you like the class. Answer me fast. That was our introductory session where I got to know about Lakshya, Samriddhi, Samagna, and Kevin, and you got to know about Shweta Singh, isn't it? Oh, great. So you'll be shared a feedback form after this session. Don't forget to fill that form. That's very important. Okay. So just now. Okay, in the second session, actually, in the second session, you'll be shared a feedback form. You have to fill up that form based on this class. Okay. See you in the next class. Thank you, everyone. Take care.